Hi there. Adele Anderson from fulfillyourdestiny.ca, and I'm coming to you live from Destiny Getaways on the Sunshine Coast. Today I'm going to talk about a Chinese proverb that was sent to me, and I did a little switch in my brain on it, which was interesting for me, but that's typically where I go when a perception is simply that. It's a fluid, changing. Max is chasing a squirrel. So I'm going to turn my camera to the water and let you enjoy the view. This is live Sunshine Coast, which is the west coast of British Columbia, and you're going to be looking at the Pacific Ocean and more specifically Malaspina Strait. And this morning we had a good little rain, but as what happens most of the time on the Sunshine Coast, it starts to clear as the day comes along. And here we are, and it's absolutely spectacular out there. So I'm going to turn the camera that way and talk about the proverb. This Chinese proverb was translated in two ways, and one of them was that life is limited where knowledge is unlimited. And I like that when we have a polarity of limited to unlimited, because it gives us the swing of where we are versus where we can go. The second translation of the Chinese proverb said, "My life has a shore, while knowledge doesn't." So there's a few things that I like. I like when they talk about knowledge as being unlimited. I really love that, because it means that there are no boundaries, there are no borders. It's available in abundance, and it's expansive, and it's very collective. It includes everyone, that it's available to everyone because it's just out there. I loved that about the proverb. What I didn't necessarily like in my perception about the proverb, that life is limited, that my life has a shore. And actually my life does have a shore. It's beautiful. So I am very fortunate, and I am grateful that my life has a shore, because I live at the waterfront. So I get to enjoy my shoreline every day. But if my shoreline limited me, would I like it as much? And I thought maybe not. So I began to shift my perception. And when I think of a shore, I can think of the Sunshine Coast, and the shoreline goes on forever. It circumnavigates provinces, countries, continents. And so shoreline can be unlimited as well. It can be unending, because you can continue to find the shore and to navigate your way through life and be attached to a shore, which I find very comforting, in that I'm connected to the earth, I'm grounded, and I feel centered. I can feel my feet connect with the ground, and that, if we look at philosophy, is where we ground ourselves to the earth. So we are in this life in a physical body, and we need to be grounded to the planet. When I think of a shore, I tend to imagine a long expanse of sandy beach that slowly curves around a very large bay and disappears beyond my sight. And what I notice most about this setting that I tend to imagine, and you can join me there, is that the beach is white, smooth, small grains of sand, so infinite in nature, that this shoreline is composed of beyond limiting amounts of grains of sand. And I can pick that sand up and sift it through and let it fall through my fingertips and return to the shore undisturbed like before. I also listen to the seabirds that I see, that I can hear them singing their song, which goes out into the universe again, unlimited beyond the shoreline, taking me out over the water that expands in front of me as far as my eyes can see, to the horizon, where the sky meets the water and sometimes brightly sends the rays of sunshine back to me. And just as magical as that, I see the light of the universe from our beautiful sun, sending light directly to me. It seems to follow me wherever I go. It seems to be drawn to me, and if I hold my hands out to my sides and fill my lungs to capacity, I can draw that beautiful energy back to me. And what else I notice as I walk along this long and winding shoreline that's very, very expansive is that my feet sink into the sand, filter through my toes, and I feel the warmth of that grain of sand touching my body. And part of it sticks to me, part of it sticks to my feet, and shifts where it lay at that moment in time and moves to another area, to fall off wherever it chooses and to stay there until someone else picks it up or the breeze picks it up and carries it along its way. I can feel the ocean breeze upon my face and skin, and it's just the right temperature. And that comforts me, that the breeze again comes from the universe that is so expansive, and it comes to me, moves through me, and I feel that it takes my worries away as I feel it filter through my hair and slightly pushes my hair off my face and filters through my mind. And then I feel lighter on my feet and my head on my shoulders. My thoughts seem expansive, relaxed, peaceful, and completely open, like the wind, like the breeze that just blew through me. I witness the wind filter through the palms, and maybe that's how the world clears itself of all these thoughts that we let drop off of our mouth and off of our brains and send them out into the universe. And maybe those trees are like a filter, and they filter those thoughts away and let them drop back into the earth, where Mother Earth absorbs them like so much of the pollution that we see in the world today, and she takes care of that. She takes care of those thoughts that don't serve us and takes them away. And I also notice a plane going by. I hear it as it drones, and someone has lifted their feet up off the shoreline and has chosen to fly, and that's a beautiful thing. And who knows where they're going. Somewhere fun, I hope, with friends and family to share time with. And as we see another plane coming, moving along the coastline again, removing their feet from the ground and feeling that magical moment of flight. But I feel grounded with my feet in the sand, and the ocean rises in with a wave as rhythmically and solid and enduring as time, and reaches out and tickles my toes, and I feel the cool water as it touches me, and the sand then drags me through. I feel myself sink a little bit deeper into the shoreline as the wave retreats. Again, back into the ocean with unlimited drops of water, unlimited depth and volume. It circles the globe. It rises up into the air and fills the clouds that will later filter down and re-nourish the land. This unending circle of life that this beautiful planet provides for us. And now I notice the heat from the sun as it warms my face and my body, my skin being warmed with both the sun and cooled by the cool and yet perfectly tuned temperature of the ocean breeze. And I feel relaxed and expanded as the knowledge that is unlimited in this world, that is available to all of us to share and enjoy. It's a collaborative, expansive experience of knowledge that comes from every mind on this planet from the beginning of time and will go on far into the future. And that's what I would like to share with you today, is that sure, our life may have a shore, but it does not have limitations. We are only limited by the limitations that we place on ourselves. And that's a perception that needs to shift. Shift away from limitation into unlimited abundance. I'm going to just be quiet and let you enjoy the beautiful, expansive nature of the Sunshine Coast. And if you have any questions for me, you can post a little note online, and I'd happy to speak with you personally. But until then, just relax and enjoy the view. And as you breathe in, expand your chest, feel the air, fill your lungs to capacity. And when you're ready, you can simply and easily let all the air go and relax into your day. Thank you for joining me. I hope to be speaking to you in person soon. And until then, have an incredible day.